Hi, how is everyone? Just FYI before I get started, though, because I see these recordings and I move 'em- and I copy them to YouTube and stuff. If someone is watching sometime in some unknown future, just be aware there's spoilers this time a bit. Hopefully not too bad. I am kind of on a mission, so to speak. So I started playing Minecraft when it started coming to consoles. Started with the PlayStation 3, moved to the PlayStation 4. Then when it came to the Switch, I moved to that because I could do a lot more because they're just fine consoles. Well, I have a computer, so I like a lot of like high res type because it's easier for me to see the high res resource packs. And I forget, it was just like some sale or something, and the Java edition was on sale, and I picked it up. And I kind of held it on my computer for a while. It turned out my computer couldn't run it. So when I upgraded this time, I remembered that I had it, and I was like, "Oh, maybe I should try it." And that, yeah, I think I might move completely off the Switch onto the computer. I don't know. I have to think about it. I found out that my old Steam account has some email address I've never seen before on it, and I can't get in, so I'm probably not gonna be able to get it back, which sucks because that's my name, and I don't like that. But I did make another Steam account so I could get a controller possibly. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this because my tongue's red because I got a snow cone um, when I went out today. But anyway, one of the things that I noticed on the Java edition, unlike on console, is that, or at least on the Switch, it's kind of like, I don't know if it is Bedrock or if it's like Bedrock, but more the icons in your inventory are covered in every pack pretty much. So when you get a high res pack, sorry, Quibble, I need to sit back. This is Quibble. Say hi, Quibble dog. Um, so when you get a high res pack, it's easier to see the icons. But what I'm finding with a lot of these packs is that there's a lot of changes for the UI, but the icons are either not covered or only very partially kind of covered. So I've been like searching around, and this is where I'm coming at. Like, I want high res icons so they're easier to see. It makes it very difficult for me. So I'm on that mission. The other mission that I'm on is I want to be able to use my mic. Hopefully, I'm talking into it. Well, I did do a sound check. Um, there was a whole video I didn't talk into it. But with this mic, I would love to be able to use it with my camera, and I have this Canon video camera, and I would look, and I bought first. I tried this, but before I could even like connect it, because it has to be powered through the USB. Turns out this is not set up to power it. So now I'm looking. I found out that there's the USB hub sound cards. So I'm gonna get one of those and try it and see, because I think with an audio cable, I should from the mic jack into the camera, maybe, because it's a what is it 33.5 or 35.55 millimeter jack in the camera, and I did find a fairly good mic that but that kind of worked, but the issue being that the mic has to be powered to work with the camera. it can't just be a plug-in mic. It doesn't supply any power through the jack. And so I was able to get a mic that's powered, but all of them, they come with like the slot so you can slide it into a slot on the camera, and my video camera does not have that. So it just kind of hangs there. I don't want to take this off its arm and try to screw it on. I don't want to buy a whole nother arm. How many arms do I need? Do I need all these arms? I have tons of arms already. I have monitor arms, I have mic arm, I have a camera arm. Guess maybe I might, but it doesn't hurt to have it anyway, because if I stream more on the PlayStation, or I'm thinking about maybe setting up to stream on the Switch, we'll see. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing with myself. But I do know I'm writing, so I guess we can get into that. So here we go. So when I left off last time, I was kind of talking about the Ring of Fire and the Iho, and now I'm on the Isle of Frost. However, I did do some catch up. I had some time this week, so let's see. Let's go look at all of the things. Give me just a second here. I just realized I meant to log in so I could see stuff. Hell. Oh. Okay. So I met with my ADHD doctor today. Use the thing. But every time I see the thing and I know I should open my software key, and what do? I wait for an email code that's never going to come. So let me just make sure I'm in here so I can see this. I'm told that my second monitor will arrive any moment now. Or any month now. I don't know which. Okay. Let's see here. I know what I'm doing. It'll be fine. Fine. How do I get to the chat thing? Oh, I better trade on this, otherwise it's gonna get weird. Okay. One day I'll have this all figured out. I will. It'll be a thing, and it'll be okay. How do I get to the chat room? Oh, I am in the chat room. You know what I am? I am dumb. Okay, well, if somebody shows up, then I'll notice, hopefully. Oh. See, like, there's all these things that I forget to do. And I'm trying to remember. I know, it's eating into the time. But there we go. Now we'll see what happens. So, I'm going to take a look here. If we go into countries, I got all the countries in. And I cheated. Well, all of them except for one, which I'm going to kind of work on. But here's the Isle of Frost. I had this connected with its organization, just like the other one, where they have God's Work in the Land. They have a religion that really controls, which is just called the church. And maybe I'll give it another name, but I haven't named any of the stories that I've written, so I don't think so. But Elfenfrost is the large city on the island. The Frostbite Forest is what the forested area island is, and those are the kind of the two parts of the island, and that includes the mountains. But they have a huge beast problem, like weird beasts, and they manage. There is one beast that seems to be born of people that can be trained, so to speak, to consume. It's a very bizarre thing. Consume these other beasts and keep the island safe. And this church is brought up around it. They're considered sacred. There's all kinds of things, but that's kind of the Isle of Frost. I don't want to get too much into that. But then what I did, and I realized I forgot to put the table of contents on that one or on this one. I think on all of them I forgot, so I need to do that. But no, that's the wrong one. Oh, okay, where'd cultists? I did get the image smaller from last time. Not uploading an image, but just sticking some CSS in here. Here we'll go to this one. I just put everything in general templates for everything else, with the exception of Residia, which has a lot more. So, and Tilathe. So Residia is the other empire. And there's a lot more I need to write. But Janel Island is the island of the Suriel. Suriel is also a religious group. They're, in my second book, they're a sect of kind of warriors and monks who are part of the military. Sorry, I'm making that crunchy noise. I don't dislike ASMR, but I mean, I can't listen to it forever. Alright. So, what am I doing with myself? I don't know what I'm doing with myself. It's one of those days. Lots of changes happening in my life, and I'm just trying to wrap my head around it all. Okay, so I have all of these, like, I don't know. I have a lot to put in here, and this is not enough, and I know it. Residia is another country that has a ruling church with the Empress as the head and the representation of the goddess on Earth. It divides. It has other gods, which, as a polytheistic society, there's a healer god, there's a god of protection, and they separate out dreamers based on their abilities, and so they accept like all the dreamer abilities and best match their goodness and separate them out, best match which sect that they serve. So the gray goddess, who's also the goddess of death, is there's the all goddess, which is supposed to encompass all the gods, as well as because she's the so there's the main goddess, and then all the other gods are faces of that goddess. And the gray goddess is the warrior and death goddess, which Suriel was from. And so, and then the Sarasai are the healer sect, and their goddess is Sarasai. There is a protector and some others that I've only loosely defined. The next to the protector one is the one I most defined, though I haven't given a name to their face. But they all worship these goddesses And some believe that it's only they're separate. Some believe they're all in one. Most believe they're all in one, and that the Empress represents that over goddess on Earth. This is helped by the goddess is the Empress is rarely seen in public. The the line passes down through the women in the family. And the current empress has been around for about. So she took the throne when she was around 15. And she is past the age of marriage and has not taken a husband yet. And past the age of marriage when, the young 20s kind of thing is what I'm thinking there. It's not really the age of marriage, but okay. But yeah, she's kind of past that. And so the public is expecting her to, get married, have children, have daughters. And the there are a lot of people. There's a parliamentary system kind of in there with the House of Lords, and that's where it's expected to come from. And plays a huge part in the second book that I wrote that I need to rewrite and edit some more. But we'll get back to that. Okay, so that's Residia, and Tilathe is where I'm at. So let's go take a look at what I did. No, I can't see it yet. Tilathe. So there's a reason why I can't see it, actually, when I'm thinking about it. We're going to go to tables, and I'm actually going to open a new tab. Okay, so Tilathe is in a succession crisis during this time period. I thought dismiss. And there are several votes because they're also not only in this, they've just come out of a war which they lost horribly. There has been a great drought. There has been quite a bit of famine. And unfortunately, disease has also ravaged the country and continues to do so. There is the population. It's a small border country between Brasidia and Ventaris, and it's been kept there as just kind of like that border country. But both the Residian Empress and the Ventaris Emperor have become tired of dealing with them. And they were supposed to have what would be the second daughter of the king, Mary, one of the Emperor of Ventaris' children. And that was a safe marriage for Tilathe at that time. But then when so there was a first wave of plague that killed the crown prince and put that daughter in line for succession. And that meant that when she married, that her husband would be one of the Ventaran Empire's children. And that the king assumed, not incorrectly, that meant that there would be no more Tilathe. So he decided to break that treaty. And Tilathe was not a big country. They had a crystal mine fairly large one that has basically petered out. They kind of live in a very swampy area and have no real port cities. Even though they come to the ocean, there's a cliff there, and they never were able to get a port set up because they're between the empires and very much at the empire's whim as well as what gets to them. Airship technology has really been kept from that country. And so they're in bad shape. Bad shape. And then when drought hits in a swampland, if you've never seen a swamp that is hit by drought, which is, and I'm not even talking like a really deep swamp like what you'd find in like the Mississippi Delta or other regions like that. But if you've ever been to a swamp that has dried up, it is that is the closest thing that I have ever seen to complete desolation. If somebody says that a world is desolate or something is desolate, that's what I imagine. Just the dead plant life that's still standing and looks bleached white as bone. The mud has dried up and also this weird milky brown color, light brown usually in the places that I've seen, and everything looks dusty, cobwebby, and basically if you change the color palette to a much darker color, it would be those desolate landscapes that you see in some fantasy art. Because the desert itself isn't desolate. People will say it is, but it's really not. Even sand dunes are not that desolate. That a dried up swamp is the most desolate place I can imagine, and it's just everything about it is horrible. And so when you get into that situation and the crops and things that you relied on are drying up, you have no money coming in, and people are getting sick. So I started writing this a long time ago, way before our current pandemic. So some of this is going to sound familiar where people leave cities, go to their second homes. The noble houses retreated to in Tilathe. They have villages that they're heads of. It's basically head villages that make up the heads of villages that make up the noble class. Hey, are you two having a thing? Can you have it somewhere else? Okay, come on, no, okay. Dogs. Um. So yeah, they're in a bad place. But at one point, they need to decide what they're going to do. And there's several votes throughout. And I needed to kind of tally those because there's a fairly large cast. So that's what I'm going to do here. Oh, copy to the clipboard. I need to edit it though. So I've started doing that here, and I have that. Let's get my. Let's see how well we can. Nope. This is not the kind of thing I wanted. Also, I did discover that I did set up my outline stuff for this book in here, and I did do the story premise worksheet. So I'm gonna have to go through that when I get there. But that's good. That means I did have a place for it, and then I am happy because I was kind of worried. I am still worried about whether or not I'm going to continue to use Plotter. I like it so much, and now, hey, why are we whining? Oh my god, you guys. Google wants to play. Gerd is not. Having some issues. Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyway, I love Plotter so much. I've been using it since the very, very, very beginning. Done testing, and it just has so many, but and I might have to redo it all and not do it. I don't know. Just I might just completely move here. Time to think. Lots of time to think. Okay. Anyway, back to what I was doing. Okay. So it's kind of weird. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Tables are odd. Tables are probably some of the oldest still used code, except for very basic HTML tags that haven't received any kind of browser update or DOM update since the 90s. They're not responsive. They'll cause you lots of headaches. But what else are you going to do? I mean, you can stick everything in, I guess, flex boxes, but, or like code it out, but it's just a pain when you use it. Oh, I don't know. Please excuse me while I drink my tiger's blood and milk. Okay. So I'm not going to be able to see, and this, the way they set this up is all messy. I was hoping I can copy this because this is just HTML and translate it, but that didn't work. I tried. Really, guys? What are you two doing? Huh? Okay, so I did the first. He's technically a non-vote. Let's see. There's so many people. See if I can like link their names. Nope. Let's see. So let's see if I can get everybody in here. The 19 are not here for this vote. But I wanted to make sure I documented. I named this guy Rollin. And my dog Gurr, his breeder named him Rollin, but he just didn't seem like a Rollin to me. So this is the spoilerly bit. Nice. Guess we can start with them. A lot of stuff about this, but there's a lot of stuff I know. Oh no, Vera's a non-vote. Shoot. And Kyle. And all these people. I'm going to tell you quite about all these people yet, but we'll get there. Helen. And some of these are not exactly votes. Some of these people are part of the 19, and this is just actually telling me where their leaning is. Kelly was under the wrong one. Mala. Oh, Kelly did a thing. That's right. And then Jacobine. One. So, Lyle. Guys. Stuff comes crashing down. I'm going to be very angry because last week I knocked glass down. Several glasses. It was not happy. Okay. And this is a non-vote. And then these three do not have names. Leave it. Is it in? These are non-votes. I should make all these X's, but it's okay. 3. And 1, 4. Nice. Okay. So that's one table. Save. And if I come back here to Tilathe, I'm going to do sections. I'm going to do TLC. What is that? Oh, you guys, you know what I just realized? I don't know what it is. I'm going to find stuff. Anyway, I forgot to order food. It's going to be an order food today. Tomorrow I have to cook. Get everything in the oven in the morning so it's ready at night. But today was an order food day. Let's see what we got. I hate when you forget to eat. You eat a lot. Okay. So we have content. Some of these fix. Let's make you an H2. Tilathe vote. Delete. We're gonna get table. And I thought I had spoilers around this. Where's this? Is there a button for spoilers? No. Why would there be a button for spoilers? That'd be easy. Let's get. Hi, Gert. Are you going to join me this time? Or just tell me about all the injustices visited upon you? Oh my goodness. Okay. So here's the second one. I'm going to hit save. Yeah. Okay. So succession vote. It's about to get really spoilerly. This is not a happy tale. Get back to, is there a breadcrumb that I can't see? Tables. Create a new table. Six. This is similar to the good book. There's some new players and some other people who are not or do not. So let's see, I need name. It's kind of, I know, there's lots of tedious stuff to get this in here, but it's worth it. I think so. It's been worth it for me. We're gonna get into some of the other fun stuff soon. Guys, why are we whining? You want to play so bad, and he's like, nope, he's tired. He's puffing and huffing. I know, you're a little puppy. He's twice your size and twice your age. Ears. Okay. Column. Obsidia. And because this goes same as, uh-oh. Damn it. Go. Oh, let's add a bunch of people. Rose. Let's see, it's worth it for red is the default. I think a nice, I don't know. Part of this tells me who's there, regardless of what they vote. I don't know how Elaine's vote. Is she a non-vote? I will have to check that. I never met one person named that. But. And. Ron. Oops. Tabbing too far. One. Kyle's. Non-vote. Callie. Oh, I forgot to. Dang it, I should have just moved it. Talking about it, and I still forget it. Tilathe. For Callie, she's so angry. Feel sorry for her. And then, oops, didn't type her name. Lysol. A. And 2. And 3. That. Then. Shauna. Vi. Mala. Actually, let's go back. Vera. Toan. The other hard thing about Tilathe is there's not a lot of dreamers there. What dreamers were there, most of them were killed in the war. And there's no one who can actively dream. They didn't really take a stance on dreamers other than for their military capacity, and that really kind of destroys them. And this is actually where the story begins, so that part's not a spoiler. Clarketta. This one. And. Oh, that's it. Trash. So we'll hit save. And embed. And get this one in there. And we're going to move this here for now. And do the last one. Okay, so this is really spoilerly. This is just so that you're aware. I was kind of vague about what those were, that you could read the titles and kind of guess a little bit, but this is really spoilerly, so I think I'm gonna leave off creating this part for now. And we'll just look at how everything else goes here. Doo-doo-doo. So, and you can probably see some of it on the screen if you want. I'm just warning you now. Changes. And we'll take a look. Probably have to, just because I had it open. Oh, this looks so bad when it's squished. Get rid of this thing. Oh, Tilathe. I spelled it wrong. That's great. Well, Tilathe. Okay. Well, let's fix that. Oh, well, that's horribly looking. Let's see. Really? Like, what the hell? Is it because it's in the spoiler tag? Shit. I can think about what to do here. Let's remove the spoiler tag for right now. Because it's going to be a problem. I don't actually need to put it in here, I guess. But it just kind of a... Oh gosh, it must be because it's in the spoiler... Oh, that's stupid. Oh. I rolled it. That's dumb. What if I don't want... This makes me sad. What's in here? Just notice this variable section. I'm thinking this would be a good place to put things. But I don't know if you can link to them. Anyway. Blarg. Okay, tables suck. And if I was making a roll table, I'd be fine, but I'm not doing that. Okay. Guys. Come on, you okay? Dude, I know you want to play. So bad. And you want to run the house. For what? I know. Okay. So that's kind of the last with the countries for now. I'm gonna kind of. So we can move on some more fun things. What I have down, we can look at like nature and stuff like that. Cause there's some cool things. There's so much more which I haven't even gotten in there. I would love to drop pictures of each one too. Part of the thing, one of the things I'm having kind of a problem with too is just with this is trying to get. Sorry, I'm just putting these in places. I might break out like what I did and stick them in simple articles too, because I just have the most control. Um, let's move them all into characters. Accidentally create like a law. Let's see. Let's slate you. Slate you. Hmm. Because I think maybe I should simplify this. I mean, these give a lot of good prompts, but you kind of get stuck. So let's see what I have here. The next is world, and so we can move stuff in the world encyclopedia. Um, Magic, races, named ships. Okay, no, I can make this work. It's a lot to think about. It's so hard to get like all the organization straight, but I want to kind of take a look at a couple of templates now and just see what I get. So we're going to do those under the World Encyclopedia. So they put a bunch of stuff here, but I'm going to put. Let's check out some templates and try to figure some of these out. A lot of these just seem to be generic, but then they call them like a thing, and I'm not really sure I understand. So we'll start with this one. Create article. Okay. Building. I've read like a lot of their wiki and stuff, but a lot of this just I just need to go in and see it. Okay. And let's see here. That's not the button I meant to hit. And because I kind of want to see what sections, so maybe I can get some. Like they have these nice parent locations and things like that. I kind of like how that fills out like the side thing, but purpose, alterations, architecture, defenses, history, tourism. Like they're thinking it in a very specific way, and it's not. And even that is kind of weird. Because these types, and this just tags it. So I don't know that that matters. Okay, back to articles. Let's look at the next one. If we look at I can go with that uncategorized list. Yeah, let's see here. It won't let me create them here. Blarg. That's okay. We'll just do it in the World Encyclopedia. It'll be fine. Article. So I know what generic is. Let's see what a character article looks like. Sections, relationships. The thing I worry about there is like, oh, you can have this cool biological family tree dealy beely extent. Okay, this is useful. Personal history, social, divine, deity. This is useful. Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to think of how best to use the tool for things. Okay, I like the character one. Let's. Nope, that's not what I meant to do. My favorite way how you have to click on so many things too. Like, so let me create articles. Let me see them without doing this. Like, just how about I just pick it? Condition. Not a fan of condition. Could already say. Oops, I hit character again. Condition. Parent, affected species, origin. That could be interesting. Cause, symptoms, treatment, prognosis, sequela. Why can they assume that it's a whole thing? Okay. All right. That's another one. Let's see here. Article. Conflict. Then I can keep a tab open and like look at these. Say, is this what I want? Because I have such a hard time remembering. What did I see in the last 5 seconds? What did I also forget to do in the last 5 seconds? Order food. Oh, goodness, people. Oh, hi. I see you. I see. Hello from Colorado. Thank you for checking my spelling. I really appreciate it. So I realized I didn't have the tab on, so I didn't see any chat. I apologize. Um, but thank you for coming and checking it out. Yeah, thank you. Succession does have 2 C's. My spelling is awful, but I appreciate it. Well, let's see here. Oh, doing and why is all these things happening? Somebody's ordering t-shirts. I'm in a group where we're getting t-shirts or something and everybody's sending their sizes. So this was already in condition? I was. So we need to go back. And now it's going to bug me, so I'm going to go back and fix those. Thank you so much for checking. Is it? There it is. Section sucks. All right. Let's go to articles. Let's check out the other categories here. So if I have this, I can go back and look. I don't even know. Is there wiki is kind of. No, I don't want to. No. This is where World Anvil help. Go find it. It's like these weird like posts, and I think they built it like in their World Anvil tool, which is actually kind of cool, honestly. Let's see. I just don't remember where it is to save my life. Discussion. Well, hell. I suck at this. Let me go back. Let me go back to my search, because that's how I found it last time. I'll get rid of the wiki part. There we go. Here's the help, and here it is, the codex. That's what I'm looking for. So this is the codex, and it's set up in a way, and I kind of went to the writer workflow. Now, create your world, use generic article, plotting and pantsing. They they don't really have any stuff for that. There's some prompts that you can do, but then they have like a manuscript writer, which I do not plan on using. So add my own. I'm stuck with the tools. But yeah, that's it. But I want to create my world, not just write. Anyway, this is it. It's obviously in their tool and everything. Back to the articles. Back to. But actually gonna. I got it. I'm back. Hi. No, because I don't know what's earlier. So right now I'm sitting here going through templates in World Anvil and seeing what they look like, because I don't like their codex and I want to have seeing it helps. So let's do another one. Create. I was looking at, let's see, condition, document. I just finished putting in my getting my countries in, and then I decided I might go a different direction. And right now, World Anvil, you can't change templates, so you have to redo it. but it's copy and paste, so it's not too bad. But I was trying to decide if it would be better to just go with general articles, which I could then edit and style using CSS, or if some of their templates might be better. So, but I wanted to look at each one because some are more than others. Medium, play. Ooh, it's an invisible document. That's kind of cool. I guess that's an interesting thing to do. Articles. But I'm kind of trying to get all my world building notes in one place, and so I'm doing that in World Anvil because I have this site which I built a while ago, but updating is really difficult. I didn't do it in the best way possible, but mostly because I was being lazy and wanted to use Markdown. But I have my Markdown notes all in here, and I like keeping it in here off for an offline record. But I like having the online one too because often I find myself away from my home computer, but I can access my notes online. And then they're somewhere, and I did a thing. But let's see. What's the next one? Just sticking all these in World Encyclopedia so I don't lose them. See? I can't spell. F-S. Well, I'll leave it. But and this is for a book that I'm rewriting because the current version is awful, and I really want to tell this story, so I'm going to try to rewrite it and see if I can finish it out. Naming traditions. That's interesting. Ideals. I like that. Beauty ideals. Customs. Huh. This also gives me like prompts I can sit there and put in my generic articles if I decide to go that route. That way they're not all stuck in sections. Um, here. I didn't get too much done today because I just forgot what I was doing and decided to look at this instead. Geography I've already done. We used that for Ring of Fire last time. Item. I haven't actually looked at an item. Since these won't show up until I actually publish them. That's handy. Weight, dimensions, base price, rarity, history. All the things you'd need for an RPG. But not so much significance, mechanics, inner construction, materials, tooling, categorization. Ooh. Item. Sure. I like how. See, this is kind of the weird thing, like, because these are set up as organizations originally, because it was the only place I could find the items I needed for country. Which there isn't like a country kind of setting in World Anvil, which is hard for me to do. Like, you can do a settlement, and then you can, like, categorize these, and you can categorize organizations as countries. Bizarre. Anyway, related technologies. I don't have anything yet. But it is handy that you can just create and link it, and that's really cool. But, and this usually just creates a generic, I think, though, I found out. So, I think the templates are cool, but I think they're all, and they may be better for prompts than they are. I don't know. I might try the character one for everything because the character one was really cool. Like that was the most useful one so far. Language, not going to use, not going to create new languages. That is not me. But might as well look at it. Vulgar. Fantasy language generator. Create your languages and use the most advanced common language generator out there. And no, my thing. I don't think. Let's see here. Sorry. Decide what to do with my life. It's very difficult. Phonology, morphology. I know all these words and I know basically what they mean. Not interested. It's just not. There's some people that are really good at it though. Not me. Okay, I'm kind of running out of time here before I have to go. Let's look at Plot Quest. That looks interesting. Parent plot, related characters, plot story type, structure, climax. Oh, this is interesting. Some plotting templates. Didn't know they had these. Didn't mention in the writing part. It said create world right. So that's interesting. More kind of interesting for next time. Well, spell, technology, tradition, ritual, session report. Anyway, so yeah, I think I'm gonna look further a little bit into these templates and kind of solidify how I want. In the meantime, at least I do have this set up. And they definitely need to get rid of their main TOC and use their what do you call it? Content tree, so I get a better menu that's better organized than this. So much stuff. So that's kind of on my to do, but I'm getting into a few of the creatures here. This is like the basic what I need to do. And starting to get into characters soon, as well as kind of me combing through my stuff and writing down the stuff I was too lazy to write down. So, but and magic, I might do magic after nature because I think I need to move that into the atlas, so that would rearrange this. But dreaming is fun. Anyway, so I'm here for an hour every Wednesday, hour-ish every Wednesday, to muse about writing my world and all of these things. I'm also tomorrow is the No Man's Sky live stream. I do that tomorrow night. We're on part 7. I'm trying to remember what I did last time. It was exciting. I got shot out from the sky, and that's new. So, I think I was being chased last time when I left off, and I hid in the space station. So, yeah, No Man's Sky, and then other than that, if you're only here for the writing and the musing and the me trying to figure out what the hell I'm doing part, I thank you for so much for coming in. Really appreciate it. Anyway, you can check it out. The link should be down in my profile there. And of course, I'll update everything when the live stream ends, usually tomorrow. It should all link together. So, yeah. And then maybe we'll see. I have to do some tests to see if I can get if the Minecraft thing I set up on my computer will stream or not. It might be too tough for the computer. I don't know. We'll find out. But thank you so much for joining. I really do appreciate it. I'm gonna double myself here. But yeah. Thank you so much for coming. Really appreciate it. Have a good night, everybody.